Here we go.
Okay, well we're in chemistry class right now. We got a stud out of a sub, Mr. Lemony. So we'll turn the camera down and you can watch. See what's going on.
This old stud.
I hate binders. I actually have a passion.
Go on, Mr. Lemner.
I'll never use binder mode.
Mr. Lemner, how you doing?
And I was mad.
He doesn't even notice.
Ethan, Stefan.
Thank you. What are we learning today, Mr. Lemner? Doesn't even notice me.
Holy nerd talk. You know what's going on?
This is a great classroom. Oh, we can go to science class again.
Everybody seated, 10 minutes, except Ethan is not here. The most important word in science, whether it's chemistry or any other science, the most important word in science is Genesis 1:1. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth.
We're going to have one of Mr. Lemner's amazing 20-minute prayers, okay?
There would be no plant life. There would be no photosynthesis. There would be no crops, no grass. God created the original heavens and the earth. And that is for us to remember all our life. Wisdom 11:23 said that God can do all things. And that's why he's seated. And that's why it's so important that God created the heavens and the earth. And we call it transcendent God. Transcendent means above and beyond.
Sure, I'm coming in late class, you know. That's what he doesn't know me.
God created the heavens and the earth. Psalm says,
This is like a 45-minute video.
121 says, David is speaking, and he says that my help is in the name of the Lord who made the heavens and the earth. The number 2 most important idea in all science is to know who we are. Sometimes we call this science psychology or philosophy or something like that. To know who we are. Somebody might have heard this already from me. And Mr. Tom Redbird was my best teacher, a Sioux Indian man, a very humble man, and he's at Theodore Jamerson at United Tribes in Bismarck. And he's there.
You're the best teacher, Mr. Lemner.
Their Crow, their Sioux history and culture. And he said in my 4th grade class, the most important thing in your life is to know who you are. The way you know who you are is look at your ancestry. Look at your parents, grandparents, and great-grandparents. Look at the ancestry that you have before you. And he says that when we know who we are, by way of our family, by way of our country, then nobody can take it from us. In this day and age, you hear all kinds of jokes about Britney Spears and this other guy, now I can't remember his name. It's all Bieber. It's all confusing because all they know is drugs and whatever. Speed life. It's so important to know who we are. Want to look at the board. April the 14th, 1789. It was a very quiet day at Mount Vernon, New York.
Yeah.
A man on a horseback. Walk away. A man on a horseback rode up to a house in Mount Vernon, New York on April the 14th. He delivered a letter to a certain man named George Washington. And he said, you have been elected the President of the United States. I want you to think about all the campaigning, all the mudslinging, all the things that are going on in the campaign, all that press and all that. A simple letter was delivered to the father of our country, George Washington. May the 14th, 1776. A certain man named Thomas Jefferson left his home in Virginia, he rode a horseback 300 miles to go to Philadelphia. And the reason he was taking that trip was preparing for the Declaration of Independence.
Hot sauce.
I'm going to kick you out if you keep one more time.
Okay.
I will not allow this.
Okay.
If you don't want to learn who you are, that's your business, but keep your mouth shut, and I mean it.
Okay.
He stopped many places along the road, and he talked to the people. We need freedom in this country. Are you going to be with me in writing this Declaration of Independence? On July the 4th, 1776, the Declaration of Independence was signed. That Pledge of Allegiance we say to the flag began on July the 4th. We got a number on the board, 19.